find at Proactiv. Here tonight at QVC, you get a 4th-piece system. It's your emergency blemish relief. It's a full-size jar, and this is going to tackle those, oh my goodness, I have a photo shoot tomorrow for those high school senior photos. What do I do? This is what you use. In fact, you're also getting an additional bonus of the skin purifying mask. We just got more back in stock. It's all customer top rated and on monthly payments of $29.95. You're going to hear more about it, how to use it, and find out the difference it makes. But before we meet our guest, I want you to meet, well, you're going to meet our guest right here, Dr. Lori Polis. Hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi,
nice to see you again
nice
tonight.
to see you.
Mwah.
Good to be here. Hi.
Well, Dr. Lori Polis is a board-certified dermatologist and a cosmetic surgeon, and she's been practicing for well over 25 years. Not only is she a Proactiv user, but really you found the company when your clients would come back to you after time and you would notice their skin was a little clearer, it looked a little different, and you would find out what they were using.
That's exactly right. It was my clients and my patients who turned me on to Proactiv, really. And it's so revolutionary, and this new Proactiv Plus is really the result of a decade of research. Original Proactiv's always been the leader in a skincare kit and care and prevention of acne, but the new Proactiv Plus is really revolutionary.
Well, it truly is, because it is, again, for all of you who are looking for a little bit more skincare and a little bit more radiance. And Jerome, I just want to make sure, do we have our man Adam standing by at the clip? Yes, we do. Let's take a look at Adam Levine and what he has to say about Proactiv Plus.
Unbelievably busy and amazing and fun and incredible. You know, I'm just feel kind of super fortunate and blessed every day. I actually suffered and still continue to suffer from acne. I am a very active person, so that kind of leads to zits, which is unfortunate, but a reality for me. I always want to make sure that people understand that even though we are celebrities or successful or whatever, that we're no different than anybody else. It is great that there's something out there now that is legitimate. Proactiv Plus has your skin in mind too. You know, I think the ingredients that they use and the things that they give you to help you with your skin. In fact, a lot of it is really restorative and healthy, which is great. Even in the name, it kind of suggests how you should treat acne. You've got to take these steps to do this if you want to take care of your skin, if you want to clear up your skin. Whoever came up with that name, just right on the money.
Well, Dr. Lori, it's interesting. He paused before he said Z-I-T because it's not something everybody wants to admit. It's not something pretty and glamorous to talk about, but acne does affect all of us. And I'm not sure exactly how old Adam Levine is, but I think he's probably in his 30s too now. And so, you know, whether you're a teen, a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old like me, or 40s and 50s, it doesn't save itself for one time in your life. It comes often.
That's true, and it's a myth that acne is only a teenage problem. As a matter of fact, the developers of Proactiv and now Proactiv Plus, Drs. Rodan and Fields, two Stanford-trained dermatologist colleagues, were brilliant because they addressed not just clearing the acne that's there, not just preventing the new acne, but so many of the concerns that our patients complain about. Well, doctor, my acne's gone, but I want more clear, more radiant skin. I want my pores to look smaller. I want to start reducing the appearance of line and wrinkles, particularly for those of us women in 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and we've had callers in there, 50s and 60s. It addresses now not just clear skin, but radiant and luxurious skincare.
Well, let's go through everything. And Dr. Lori did speak of having phone calls and conversations in the past with clients who use it. So please do give us a call tonight if Proactiv or Proactiv Plus is what you're using. But let's get started, because I think what makes it so ideal is it's such an easy system. So the 3 core pieces are the exfoliating wash, the pore targeting treatment, and then that wonderful hydrator all about perfecting the complexion, and then you get those 2 extra pieces here at QVC. Remember, normally just a 3-piece system is $90 on Proactiv's website, but here you get all 5 pieces that you see here for that price, plus we have the monthly payments. But you wash your face, you treat your face, you hydrate your face.
Exactly, that's true. And what's so amazing and so special about this system is something called Smart Target technology. And you need to understand with what acne is. And basically, in all our pores, there's those nasty acne-causing bacteria down at the bottom. This new technology gets more in the pore, unlike other treatments where the medicine, the benzoyl peroxide, just sits on the surface and can upset the skin, which is what clients looking to treat their acne worry about, the smart target technology that's developed here that's only in Proactiv Plus encapsulates the benzoyl peroxide in a lipid and water membrane. So it's pulled down like a laser-like magnet into that oil-rich environment in the pores of our face, chest, shoulders, and back where we get acne.
Yes.
And then it unfolds like a flower and releases the medicine, so there's twice the effective benzoyl peroxide. And in our lab studies, it's shown to begin working within 3 minutes. It's
3
faster, it's less upsetting to the surface of the skin, it works, and with the other treatment systems, it improves the luxury, the radiance, the smoothness, the hydration, all those factors that we want.
My goodness, so you get everything now. You're clearing that skin, and you're not left behind with just that clear skin. You're left behind with radiant skin.
Exactly.
In fact, before we walk you through all 3 pieces and how to use them, why don't we show you the proof? Because we've got some fantastic before and after standing by.
That's right, and this is important if you say, oh, Dr. Polis, I don't really have acne, I just have a few zits on my chin. Well, that's acne. Or, oh, Dr. Polis, I just have clogged pores. Guess what? That's acne. Maybe you can relate to this. Maybe you have fair skin. People with, you know, this Proactiv Plus was developed by Drs. Rodan and Fields to treat most skin types, even fair skin like this, because it doesn't upset the skin. It doesn't sit on top like things you get in the drugstore. What sets it apart is that smart target technology. Oh, Dr. Polis, I don't have acne. I just have monthly breakouts and start. Well, that's acne. And so it's important to know that not only can you treat what's there with this system, it prevents new acne, which is like insurance and feels so good, but it also hydrates, reduces the appearance of lines and wrinkles, reduces the appearance of the pore size, smooths the skin, evens the tone, brightness, you know, we did multiple studies in a consumer perception test that showed remarkable results. And it's all very scientific and medical, and true results that are amazing with this simple to use system.
Well, remember, you get really 5 pieces here. That mask is a bonus in tonight's configuration for under $90. Typically, when you go to Proactiv's website, you're just getting the 3 core pieces. Also, in addition, when you shop at QVC, you do have the option to put it on monthly payments. So monthly payments of $29.95, but the first payment you make this morning is what ships it out. And then it is customer top rated, and you even have a 60-day return policy so that you can truly put it to the test and start to see the changes. I want to get started because it's very simple to use. First, you're going to wash your face, and everything's an AM, PM system. So in the morning and in the night, you're going to use the Skin Smoothing Exfoliator to cleanse.
Okay, the Skin Smoothing Exfoliator is an exciting cleansing product because it really is 4-in-1. It cleans the skin, it treats the skin with that 2.5% micronized benzoyl peroxide. Immediately you're beginning to treat the acne. It tones the skin because it involves some nice fruit acids that loosen the dead skin cells and unplug the pores. And so it actually tones the skin and cleans the skin, and it exfoliates the skin with those micro beads. And it's important to know that those micro beads rinse off completely so you don't feel gritty. So right away, there's efficiency. You're cleaning, toning, exfoliating, and treating.
And you know, and it's so interesting, you hear benzoyl peroxide and you know, okay, that's my acne fighter, but then I hear the exfoliating word, and that's what, as you know, as a dermatologist, they always say if you are ready to dive into the world of anti-aging, you've got to get rid of those dead skin cells. So here, you're gonna see Tracy using it. It's getting rid of the dirt, the debris, the makeup, but also those dead skin cells all at the same time.
That's right. And boy, if you're a consumer, a patient, a client, a fan of Proactiv, this new Proactiv Plus will quell your fears about being irritating, because Tracy couldn't have more fair, beautiful, you know, that fine, clear Irish skin. And this kind of Proactiv, as I said, it doesn't irritate, it doesn't upset the skin. It rinses off clean. All the products have no parabens, no medicinal fragrance. It just is a healthy, clean, good for you product.
And that's what I love about it. It's not something where you feel like, oh gosh, that's that drugstore product I used when I was 15 and I first got my breakout and I felt so unattractive with it. I love it because it is more spa-like and more fancy skincare so that you don't just clear the acne, you get that radiant skin.
That's exactly right. And then we go to the second step, which is the pore targeting treatment, and that really is the centerpiece of the system because that is a cushiony, luxurious treatment that's invisible, that goes on just like a dime-size amount all over the cleansed and dried, skin after the wash, and it stays there all day, and again, of course, as you said, at night.
Yes.
This has our Smart Target technology that delivers more in the pore. 2 times more active anti-acne fighting ingredient down into the pore where it's needed. Begins to work within 3 minutes. No one knows it's on, and because it's not sitting on top, it doesn't upset the skin.
Well, you'll love it and you'll see a difference, and just hearing those 3 minutes, I mean, imagine not having to wait 5 months to see a difference. When you put it on, it's immediately attacking that acne. Then there's a step 3. So this I love because moisture and hydration is so important in battling aging skin as well and getting that radiant, youthful glow. So I love now I'm gonna treat the acne and still just appear refreshed.
I know a mommy's not supposed to have favorites, but the complexion perfecting hydrator is my favorite step because when you're done with the treatment, once it's absorbed, you can apply like a quarter size or a nickel size amount all over the face. It feels silky without greasy. There's no oil in it. It's non-comedogenic, as I said, paraben-free, oil-free. It doesn't have a medicinal smell. You should see how this absorbs into the skin. And what it does is incredible. Even people with acne don't want to have the dry surface of the skin. So this replenishes the hydration you need without causing any more acne, as other moisturizers can do. Yes, show how beautiful. It's like a gel cream. It absorbs right in. It feels luxurious. And this step begins to attack uneven skin tone. How do you like that?
I love that.
It even shows in our studies that it begins to reduce the post-acne marks. That is revolutionary because this is something that's reducing the sequelae, the marks that the acne leaves. It starts to diminish the look of the pores. Who doesn't like that? It starts to diminish the look of the lines and the wrinkles. So particularly for those women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and so on, who were interested in more than just clearing their acne, though that's so important, here we have a skincare system that delivers.
And you know what I love about it, Dr. Poulos, is that often, and again, I definitely had that moment in my life where acne was a huge problem for me.
Yeah.
And I felt like I would buy the one product, and it would almost, in some cases, make it worse. It might have that ingredient that was supposed to be fighting it, but then it had oil in it, or it wasn't great for my skin. And then you wouldn't know, well, what moisturizer do I use with this treatment? And what face wash do I use with this treatment? I love that this is a complete system. So you're not taking steps backwards, you're only taking steps forward when you use the whole system.
That's such a good point, Amy, because so many times my patients will come in, I'll have them on treatments and they're not getting better. I'll say, what's going on? What else are you using? They're saying, oh, I'm using product X from over the counter to moisturize. And they're undoing all the good that we're doing because they're introducing oil or something bacteria can eat. There's nothing like that in here. It's safe, no parabens. The medicine is well tested, 2.5%, delivered by Smart Target technology down into the pore, non-irritating, good for most skin types. It's really sort of almost a perfect treatment.
Well, and it really is the perfect time to get it. I don't know about you, but summer, I love it. It's my favorite season. It's a fun time to go outside and play. But certainly SPFs, as great as they are to get the sun off the skin, they sometimes can clog the pores. All that sweat, all that dirt. It's a great time to start clearing up the skin. And then think about it. There is probably that back to school group, whether it's high school or college, or you're going now as an adult back into school and you want to look your best. In this world, we just definitely are a photograph world, whether it's Instagram and Facebook and all of the websites that you're putting your photo on. You just deserve to absolutely look gorgeous. And now you're fighting acne and leaving behind clear, radiant skin. I do want to mention one more time the offer here at QVC, and then we're going to go hear from some folks who have been using Proactiv. All 3 pieces here is the core system, and normally at Proactiv's website, you would get all 3 of these for the price you're seeing on the screen, the QVC price of $89 and change. But at QVC, it becomes a 5-piece system. So this is a full-size container of something called the Emergency Blemish Relief. It's gonna be that treatment where you wake up in the morning and, oh my gosh, what is that on my chin? And I'm going out tonight? Well, you put it on immediately and it starts fighting that. And then this is a bonus sample of a wonderful sulfur mask. It's called the Skin Purifying Mask. And we can even dive into those a little later on into the show. But that 3-piece system that you typically get for $90 becomes a 5-piece system here at the Q. You have your monthly payments, but Dr. Pose, we're gonna pause and go listen to some folks who truly are big fans and have seen results of Proactiv Plus.
Yes, I am a real person, and I had really bad acne. I don't even want to show you because it's just so embarrassing. I have very fair skin, so any kind of blemish or anything that pops up gets very red and very noticeable. And so even just the slightest breakout, very noticeable, and not something I would ever want to go out in public showing, looking like this. I mean, this was... I mean, look at my face. I'm very depressed. This is not good. And this, you know, it really does affect your personality, your mood. You know, I've noticed having clear skin, I'm happier a lot more. And I feel good about myself. And it makes a big difference in your mood and personality.
Well, not only does she look beautiful standing there and talking about Proactiv Plus, but she really does hit home some of the things that we think about. It's not just about looking in the mirror when you're in your own bathroom, getting ready to go to bed. No one's going to see you. It's waking up, looking in that mirror, getting ready to go out for the day where you think, oh, this cheek, this forehead, this nose, what do I do? How do I disguise it? I'm going to this brand new job today, and I know someone's gonna be looking right at this giant thing on my face rather than in my eyes.
I know, and you know, I suffered, Amy, from acne growing up. I sure wish they'd have had this then. But you don't really, I tell my patients, you don't need to have this. As a matter of fact, I gave out some, testing discovery kits in my practice, and the feedback was overwhelming. I knew it would be from the studies that we ran, but it was overwhelming. I got emails and letters. This stuff's fantastic. So it just validates my passion about being here because it is smart, it is efficient, it is safe, it is effective. That smart target technology that Drs. Rodan and Fields came up with from 10 years of listening to our patients. Really, they worked on this to wrap that benzoyl peroxide in that special delivery envelope to get down in the pore. Nobody else has that.
Yeah, we'll actually show the animation because that's also something that separates Proactiv Plus.
Absolutely true.
It's the only one with this particular delivery system.
You cannot get this in the drugstore over the counter. The bacteria live down there in the bottom of the pore, and smart target technology gets more in the pore. Like a magnet, it's drawn downward, opens up that envelope like a flower, and releases 2 times more benzoyl peroxide than originally, and so it can start to kill the bacteria within 3 minutes. And I'll tell you from my own knowledge and my patients, if you have acne and you have zits on your face and you have red blemishes and they're uncomfortable, you want speed. You want that gone now. And in 4 weeks, 91% of our patients saw a reduction in the blemish.
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
That's
and in
fantastic.
13 weeks, that number jumped to 98%.
Oh.
So by the holidays, if you use this with compliance twice a day, which you'll want to because your skin is smoother and more selfie ready, by the holidays, you will have clear, luminous, radiant skin. It's just like, do this now.
Yeah.
Because the photos come, you're back in school, you're back on the job, people are looking at you, they see your face. And so it breaks my heart, sometimes when I see someone all broken, I want to say, try this, try this.
Yes. Well, you know what I love about it, too, is you have to wash your face anyway, right? You have to put moisturizer on anyway, so why not use one that is known to give you that gorgeous, clear complexion, but also that radiant, glowing, healthy skin that you're looking for. So, again, normally it's sold as a 3-piece kit for $90. Here at QVC, it becomes a 5-piece kit with a full-size size bottle of the emergency blemish relief and a bonus sample of that mask. So with no extra cost, you walk away with those 2 extra pieces tonight. And then keep in mind, you do have Easy Pay here. There's an auto delivery system that I'd love to tell you about. It means every 90 days, as this is a 3-month supply, you'll get a whole new order, but you will always lock in that $90 price, and you'll always lock in the fact that it's on 3 easy monthly payments of $29.95. And if you are a mom out there, if you are a dad listening, I would encourage you, don't worry about if someone's sleeping right now and you want to check with them to see if this is something they're interested in. If you've heard the complaints, if you've heard that kind of depression tone in their voice where, Mom, I don't want to go back to school, or I don't want to get my photos taken this year, it's certainly a really nice treat for them. Use your Easy Pay. You'll have it in a matter of days, and then they can start using it. And really quick, Dr. Pullis, can I pick this up?
Sure.
Because it's nice to have you here with us, and you speak to it so eloquently. But if you wonder, okay, wait, what did Dr. Pullis say? When do I use that? How often do I use that? There's a wonderful little system here, and it's this easy. Step 1, step 2, step 3.
It's a no-brainer. You don't have to think when you wake up in the morning.
I love it.
And it takes a very short amount of time. It isn't cumbersome. It's easy. They made the flip top open. It's not going to break. They made just many factors went into the deciding. It's just intelligent system that works. And I'm here, you know, from the medical point of view to tell you how it's medicine. It cleans, it exfoliates, it hydrates, it reduces redness, it increases clarity. It's so exciting, this new technology, and it's really only in Proactiv Plus. And that's why people like Adam Levine and me, and we're touting it because there isn't a need anymore for you to suffer with it. It's important, and you make it available.
Well, I believe we have some before and after standing by. You heard Dr. Pullis speak to the fact that, you know, it starts fighting it instantly, and about in 4 weeks you'll start to see that difference. And so here's after using it for 90 days.
That's right, and in 90 days we had a 98% reduction in blemishes as reported by our consumer perception study. Without the irritation, with a reduction in redness, with an improvement in clarity, texture, tone, smoothness, reduced appearance of pore size, reduced appearance of lines and wrinkles, may I add, skin that you want to touch, skin that you want to photograph, just in time for the holidays. And remember, it's formulated for most skin types. My Latina patients, my African American patients, my Asian American patients, guys, gals, you know, youngsters, adolescents, up to people in their 50s, and we've had callers in their 60s and 70s, because acne doesn't discriminate. We don't have a cure for it yet, but this is the closest thing you'll get to, because it clears what's there, it prevents new acne from coming out, and the Smart Target technology makes it efficient and fast.
You know, let me ask you a question, because, you know, I've been down there before, and then someone told me, yeah, that's not how you get acne. So if someone's watching right now and says, well, I'll just stop eating chocolate.
Yeah.
My skin will clear up. Okay, I'll lay off the potato chips. All right, fine, I won't drink soda. What would you say to them?
I would say there are so many myths surrounding acne, and the most important thing for me to transmit to you is it's not your fault. It's not the chocolate. I mean, if you're eating sugar all day, you've got bigger problems than acne. But it really isn't what you're eating. Maybe it's how you're eating it if you're touching your face, but it's not what you're eating. You know, sun, people think will clear up their acne, and it's a false honeymoon because it actually makes it worse later on. So this system, we recommend that you go on your QVC website and get a sunscreen if it's a sunny day to put on at the end. Of course, as a derm, I must say that. So, yeah, these are myths. It's not your fault.
Well, I want to remind you, it is a 5-piece kit that you see on the screen. It says 4-piece, but I want to remind you, with that first shipment, you're getting that sulfur mask, a bonus size of that. So it's customer top rated. And think about it, this is supposed to do something. So if everyone's saying they love it, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing.